Hey guys, this is Chandler with Proshop Paintball here with another Tech Sessions video, and today we're going to do a quick service and maintenance guide to the Proto Reflex Rail. Alright, so let's begin. First off, we're going to go take care of the bolt and the breech, and to do that we're going to remove the barrel. And kind of set that off to the side. You're going to grab a 1/4 Allen key, and you're going to put it into the back end of the gun. You're going to want to do about a rotation and a half. If you do any more than that, you can actually begin to disassemble the bolt while it is still inside the gun. Okay. You're going to take a barrel cleaner, stick it down into the breech, and push the bolt out from the back. Okay. If you feel any kind of difficulty when trying to get it out, you just want to wiggle it. You don't want to pull it too hard in any one particular area. You can put unnecessary wear on it. Okay. And when you remove your barrel cleaner, your eye pipe is going to be on that. Okay. So what we're going to do is kind of take that off, put it off to the side for now. We'll deal with that in a little bit. Now the bolt itself is consistent of 4 pieces. Okay, you've got your back cap, you've got the actual bolt and bolt housing, and then you've got your can. Okay, now all of these O-rings need to be greased. Okay, and you can tell they're all color coordinated, which is very nice. It includes a full kit, so if you do need to replace any O-rings, just grab the right color and you know you're doing it right. So first off, push the bolt forward. You're going to put a dab of grease on the front O-ring. Just spin that around. You want to do that with every single O-ring. Can be a little bit tedious, but you don't have to do it that often, so not that big of a deal. Alright. Then, to get to the O-ring on the inside of the housing, push the bolt forward. You've got a black O-ring that's kind of hidden. Unless you know it's there, you might miss it. Again, just a dab. And then, of course, some grease on these 2 red O-rings on the back. Grab the can. You're going to do a dab of grease on these as well. Spin that around, make sure it goes over the entire surface area of the O-ring, and then the 2 back ones on the cap. Okay, you're going to want to reassemble it. Take the can, screw it back onto the front end of the housing for the bolt. And again, you don't want to tighten this too much. It's as with anything, just snug. Again, with this, snug it up. And then you're going to do what's called the flick test. Basically, you're going to grab the back end of the bolt, make sure the bolt is all the way inside the housing, and flick it. If it comes out, you know you've done it properly, okay? That way it's greased just enough. Okay? At that point, you're basically done greasing it, okay? And of course, if you broke a paintball at this point, you're going to want to clean inside the breech. Throw the bolt back inside the gun, and again, just kind of wiggle it to make sure it goes in fairly smooth. You don't want to jam it. You're going to want to tighten it up, again, about a rotation and a half. And then at that point, if you've gotten any kind of paint on the eye cap, you're going to get that off with just a microfiber. The eye cap is really an ingenious system. Basically, it goes over and protects the eyes, so if you break paint, it doesn't work its way around it. And it also holds your detents, so if you do break anything, it's very easy to swap it very quickly. You don't have to take any tools. And just push that back in. Usually what I do, I take my other finger and put it down into the feed neck so that I can hold it backwards and just push it in. And again, you want to make sure that the detents are farthest away from the back end of the gun, so facing towards the front. Okay. Now we're going to do a quick battery change. What you're going to do at this point, you're going to take a 3/32 Allen key. You're going to want to take all of these screws off. Alright guys, so here we are, we've got all the screws off, push them off to the side. What you're going to do, grab a Duracell 9-volt battery. Okay, if you've got anything we've got right in front of us, put it back into the remote control. It's not good. We have experienced these firsthand. They have not worked. These are batteries that we have pulled out of guns that were causing the problem. So if you've got anything right here, put it back into the remote control. It doesn't work. Just stick with Duracell. It's proven it works. Now when you install the battery, it's the opposite of uninstalling the battery. Basically, you want to push the back end towards the grip frame first, and you want to have the positive side facing the back. So this will be the positive terminal. Push the back end of the battery in first, and then place it in. Now, like I said, it's opposite of uninstalling it. When you uninstall the battery, you pull the back out first rather than the front end first. Okay? You want to throw this back in, and when you tighten these screws You don't want to over tighten them, you can cause damage that way, and the grip frames may not fit properly. So just screw them on like normal, just snug them up, just like anything else. Alright guys, and that about wraps up installing the battery. So let's throw a barrel on this guy and go chrono it. Alright, so before you air up your gun, you'll always want to have your face mask on. You're going to throw your tank onto the ASA, and the Proto Reflex Rail automatically has a built-in on-off system, so what you're going to do is just turn that on. Okay. And then at that point you want to turn the gun on. You're going to hold the top button. Okay, and once it blinks, it is ready to fire. And for this particular instance, we're going to turn the eyes off. So you're going to push and hold the bottom button until it starts blinking. Give it a quick shot. Just make sure it shoots. You're going to throw paintball in real fast. Let's see what it's shooting at. So 297. Let's give it one more. 294. So ours is spot on. But if you did need to adjust the velocity, you're going to take a 3/32 Allen key. You're going to insert it into the regulator, and you're going to go clockwise to increase it, counterclockwise to decrease it. Okay? That about wraps it up for the Reflex. Till next time, you guys take it easy. Be sure to, if you have any comments or questions, leave a comment on the video. Always hit subscribe to make sure you stay up to date on all things paintball. Until next time, you guys take it easy.